700,000 of these people to have no land.
Latest of the latest stepping razor for Thursday, the 13th of August 2026. This one, guys, Mutabaruka will be unfolding a lot in it, so you wanna stay tuned.
We have a water problem going, and the government has said they will start lock up people, charge people for use water unnecessarily. You know, the only thing I can say that is unnecessary about using water is a man washing car and I go like say the water is a river when it really come out of the pipe. Plus, really I say, how come after so much years before me born, them have a water tank. I'm going to call it water tank now because if you take out the water out of it, when you don't tell what the tank full, it's not really full enough. Yeah, it's not full. The reservoir not full. Because you take out the tank out of it and look at pure dirt and muck and all sort of things, garbage, all sort of things in there. So when you say the tank full, the tank not full. A tank, me call it. Because everybody know if you have tank. You can't believe that. There's a time in a Jamaica you turn on your pipe and you get water, you have to turn it down that the water not come out too hard. Now, the water gone more days now than ever before. And the government seem to not understand, say, the place need more reservoir, them need more places where water is stored so that the people them can turn on them pipe rather than go back to the days of walking miles. Go get water and walk with a 5 gallon jug them. Especially them old people. They walk with 5 gallon jug and go with water when it's a modern day. A modern day this is a day when you have to walk up down the bush, through the bush, cut through the bush to go catch water, and then the heavy thing by your head. You have to put cut up by your head and walk, come up back with the water, and then walk on the road, go here and the water. Believe you me, that you reach up to the water throw away. Oh, we are saying the thing, oh, we are going like something get better. What is it is getting better? Because every day I hear the people on the radio, politician that is, I said things are get better. And we did do this and, you know, this, that. I mean, we can't say the crime gone, the murder rate gone down. The murder rate gone down, which everybody's supposed to feel good about that. But you still feel uncomfortable with a certain, you feel uncomfortable still. When you see, or when you hear we are going in a Jamaica right now, it not run smooth, you know, like it's supposed to run smooth. I take the friends and all the garbage. The garbage man, them, we see the garbage dump in a garbage bin, you know, and some round the garbage bin, you know. And the little worthless man, them, take up the one in the bin and throw it and left the one them round it. Because the way the thing are going on, you know. The amount of garbage you have piled up now can't hold in the garbage bin, you know. Yeah, too much. So when I want to go out and go throw them garbage, it depends on the ground round the garbage bin. So when the garbage man come now and he just take out the inner the bin and left the one that were round the garbage bin. I'm madness that. I mean, the man not have no decency for him work. You know, maybe in place because I'm not get paid. I'm not get paid, I can't do I'm supposed to get paid. But too much garbage, Rasta. Too much garbage. It look a weird. It look a weird. But me I say weird. Garbage man no come. Oh, first time you never see. I mean, more people now and more things are pop up in a garbage bin. Me could say the population get big now and all the way, and you know the garbage. I don't know why the garbage truck don't pass a certain place, but maybe them need more garbage truck. Maybe it's that them need more garbage truck and employ more people, because obviously something will happen when all of them things that are on the roadside and you know disease. You soon start say epidemic start to flow about the place and people are wondering where them catch. Too much garbage Rasta. Every day you get up, so them see the garbage, arrive, so the garbage, so the truck man come, right, the garbage man come, and then empty out the garbage. Alright, well, after that, no, when it was supposed to come back, I don't understand how them do it, you know. If it's every 3 days, every 4 days, every 5 months, I don't know. Because as far as me, I never see my garbage being empty yet. But I know see a different garbage in there sometime. And I know see the same garbage there most of the time. And when I drive and I look on the roadside, garbage like worries. Not to mention the hungry dog them. The hungry dog them make sure say when night come them a draw out, them don't care. I see the plastic bag and the whole thing them scatter out in the road and the garbage man them take up the garbage in the garbage bin and left the garbage round the garbage bin. What kind of madness that? What kind of madness that? Why you don't want to lift the garbage round the garbage because you're not in the garbage bin? They don't say can't hold no more. You know, it's only take too long for come to the set of garbage when it's in there. So the more you get it, the longer you stay to take up the garbage in the garbage bin. It's the more garbage that will flow and it about can't hold in the garbage bin. So it's the other side of the garbage bin. So why you refuse to take up the garbage? But throw in the garbage bin. And spike can't spike the people then. Spike can't spike the people then. All them things are supposed to be monitored, man. And they say they know. And they say this because me here say they know them about start to demand ticket for show them when them can't take when them stamp up on themselves, when people stamp up on themselves. What is that all about? What is that all about? A man feel like a paint him face and paint him hand and paint the way man paint a film body. A film body, so why you gonna give him a ticket? I wonder if she can explain it to me. She can explain it to me now. She
No, I don't understand that.
You hear about it?
No.
Yeah, man, them say if you have an when you call somewhere, you see people that juke up themselves and
You mean like tattoo?
tattoo, yeah.
No, the first me hear that.
Yeah, the man them say they have a mark out the tattoo, you know. Cause I don't know if I don't know if can somebody please tell me what is the logic behind giving a driver a ticket? A passenger driver, I wouldn't call it no taxi or driver a ticket because him tattoo a show.
Maybe at the tattoo on the vehicle them motor. You know, like over the top of the windscreen, the front glass that's up. Maybe sometimes some people might have something where, you know, like some image or something. So sometimes them say it not if come down more than 6 inches to the glass. And if it come down further than that, maybe it obstruct your view. That's the only logical thing we can think of.
That's so logical to me.
It couldn't be a tattoo on a man's face.
And said that.
I must span the car, man. You know, like them have the image of like some little lady sometimes.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. There's a naked lady.
Yeah, so maybe or something like that. Couldn't be on a man's face or
why them I watch things watch Rated. I watch things. So that don't make the car crash. That don't make the taxi man crash. I think car around him. Alright, I could say that's how it go. What is the argument?
Alright, so in terms of like the driver, the windscreen motor, sometimes when them have that tint there, because usually it's part of a tint, you know, and sometimes when them have that tint, they come down too far into the glass. You can't see too far down the road. Yeah, obstruct your view.
So I'm tattoo there. And the tint.
I couldn't believe so.
You remember the police when they have him again? The police were very popular man on the road. And they take off everybody off on the road if they don't go right.
Mr. Lewis,
and him say, got on. It was a bomb. No tint. Midnight tint by your car. Look, still have everything. And it just go on and go on. You see from him left there. No music in a bus. When the music dead in a rasta, everybody become like a nice, decent driver, you know. No, everybody go, no care where you go everywhere, anywhere you want to go. You go take a break and come back. It's like it doesn't get normalized. You know, like the life matter or like the garbage. You know, it's normalized. Like, you know, they might make you get used to say, filth on the road, garbage, heap on the road. It's like you expect to see that now. Instead of expect to see that empty garbage bin. You know. And the other day, me look at some garbage, you know. And I say, alright, somebody sure. It look like the garbage bin couldn't hold no more and them drop it right at the edge of the garbage bin. You know, say, the next day when I come there, you see the garbage bin empty. And when you look round it, you see the same thing them. They round the garbage bin. And about a week after, you see them empty the garbage bin and go. Right now if you go out there, you see the things them round the garbage bin still. Them people are not supervisor and not like that. You know, because it make it come like the with dirty and we don't know what cleanliness is. You know, the way people around the thing, you know. It's dirty and nasty town, nasty city. You know, people don't throw things anywhere they want. They man yam up them things and them don't dash it on the roadside. Them box at this and them box at that. And them gun them not throw it on the side of the sidewalk. Sometimes you don't have no sidewalk. Sometimes you don't have no sidewalk. People just have damn things that throw it on the edge of the road. And breeze come and blow it all over the place. One people, what we are dealing with? What we are dealing with? And so I was going to think like, you know, people that say about cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. We broke all you people that say that something there, you know. Maybe the people that more that say dead now. And the new set of people come here now. Because all the place stay right now. Unbelievable. You can know all the other sit down, you know. When them get up, you know, so they will have sit down there. So me I say, how is it that these things continue to be like that? We are talking about the thing by the glass, you know. Warm to when the policeman them pass and see a man and litter the street. He might walk and drive. He might walk and litter the street. And you don't stop him and tell him, say, no, pick that up. What to them kind of thing there? We no business with that. Police turn up for you see a shoot it on the roadside. And they not say nothing to you. The way they see is that when Jamaican got fired, them fall in line. Yeah man, when Jamaican got fired, man, them fall in line. Even if them be a certain area, you go a certain, hey, entire a certain piece of Baltimore and all them here there, and certain parts in a Brooklyn. You can know which part the black people them live, you know. You can know black people there. All you have to do is just look on the road. The place almost 30 with all sort of thing and people sit up on the sidewalk and do what them are doing. And so we stay. I refuse to believe that's how we really stay. Queens. You go in a certain area, you know some black people control the area there. Why is it like that? Carry down black people. I not carry down black people. I defend black people more than I defend myself. Why we have to look different from everybody else? Not in a good way. Not in a good way. But in a more nasty way. You look on a stage show now. I accidentally have got through my company, my thing. And I see a stage. I say, get out here. I see a stage with a woman over one side of the stage. And the man turn up over the other side of the stage. And the woman run. And jump on the man and the man catch her and turn her around. And believe you me, I like a dog. It's like some dog thing I'm going. And then she do hard. She drop on the ground. And then jump on her and turn over. And she get up. There's a people, only for people that watch this thing, you know. It's a stage show, you know, stage show. She get up and hold him 2 foot and drive around the stage. And stand up in her chest. How is it up in her chest now? She figure out how you hope to stand up. And jump. Like she was sit down. No, I'm supposed to sit there. If I'm going to do I'm doing, you know. But me know say, the way that woman them do on the stage, I'm supposed to want to go and doctor to them. I'm supposed to want to go and doctor. Because nobody can jump on your front way that way there. And you know get paid and stuff. That's entertainment, you know. And that's why they know. Entertainment, that is how black people enjoy themselves nowadays. Every man, them a dance and face the woman again. Them dance and bend on the woman's head like their head and look at touch the ground. And them start up there like a dog. Like a dog, Oscar. Because we are born. What is happening? Why the people is the food and why make a behave so? We have to do some serious examination and all them people that are examining food. It's what they're putting in the food that make the people them so hyperactive. What is it? Too much sugar? Because too much sugar can cause if you behave that way there, you know. It's like an animal kingdom. It's like an animal kingdom. So with the rubbish on the road, the way the people them are driving and litter the road, and the dancehall culture, where it's not no dance again. I don't know as well. Because of all people them are wear pantyhose. I'm just say that years ago, you know. So you see them start wear pantyhose, that show. Them start now. Next thing is to see them wear a belt. The Baba stage where they just have on a belt. It's a serious thing. And we can't see it. We can't see it, me have my eye them. We can't see it. What is happening to Jamaicans? Why are we becoming so gravity? Gravity, we get gravity. Yeah? We don't know whether we're going or not going, or we're coming or we're not coming. Yeah? And the woman they're involved in it. That are the dance hall part. Come here, man, talk about B-man, this and B-man that. So, when him a dance with a woman, that way, when him call that? When him call that? And him homophobic here, but yet still, him not dance with a woman and look in her face. As a matter of fact, him not look on her at all. Anyway, you gotta take a break and go to the news and sports and come back. Things and times, man, I tell you. Things and times.
Noon, I'm Markelia Rumble with the local and international headlines. Primary and infant schools are to receive increased financial support under the Education Ministry's new school funding model. The increased investment forms part of approximately $757 million redirected to schools to improve educational outcomes and to provide stronger support for students. Portfolio Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon provided details at a Region 3 Back-to-School Leadership Summit in Trelawney on Tuesday. She said the increase averages approximately 50% in operating funding provided by the ministry. The funding is being consolidated into 4 major areas: compensation grant, nutritional support, operational grant, and a new special grant for special needs. A man has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and assault at common law following an incident along Windward Road, Kingston 16 last month. He is 21-year-old Daniel Smith, otherwise called Luke, a construction worker of that community. Reports are that about 1:30 p.m. on Saturday, July 18, Mr. Smith reportedly intervened in an argument between a relative and another man. It is alleged that Smith later pointed a firearm at the man while threatening to kill him. A report was made to the police. Smith was later arrested and charged. In news overseas, about 12 Palestinian households in a village in the occupied West Bank were told to leave their properties during an Israeli military operation to remove settlers. The Israeli settlers had besieged residents in 3 homes in the area since Sunday, cutting off their power and water supplies. An Israeli spokesman said the government would investigate and arrest those responsible. The village's mayor told the BBC that his village had been declared a closed military zone, with Israeli forces using some of the vacated houses as barracks. However, the military said the aim was to protect the residents. Settlers have been emboldened by the rapid expansion of settlements under the current Israeli government as they try to drive Palestinians off their land. And finally, a Frenchman who was sentenced to 20 years in prison in Mali for plotting an alleged coup in the country has been granted a presidential pardon. According to the BBC, the man was accused a year ago of trying to destabilize the president's government on behalf of the French intelligence service. It is not clear what prompted Mali's decision to overturn the prison sentence. France's foreign ministry has yet to comment on the pardoning, but previously said accusations that the man who was working in Mali as a French spy were unfounded.
And then now you have a so-called opposition. It come like them come like, I don't know what to call them, come like them at the bottom of the shoes. There are politicians, them politics party a walk on them. Just a walk on them, so them don't have no balls, man. Government of England. These guys is just holding the land for them slave master. And if you do them black, but them is part of the conspiracy against the people. Because when you have a man sit down in a house and I get how much $1 million a year for just sit down there and represent the King of England, doing nothing. He don't do nothing. He get up every day and just yarn and go back to sleep, read a book, and look on his wife and see if she get older than whosoever. It's a serious thing, because it's 700,000, it is reported that 700,000 people in Jamaica don't have no land. They say the population of Jamaica is 3 million. 700,000 of these people do have no land. So they find places anywhere they can find it and each up on that land. Only for here say that land is already owned by Master this and Master that, Master Delisa and Master whosoever Master is. And when that happened, them passed on the land to them generation, and we still there. I try to find somewhere to live. The majority of people in like Jamaica is of African descent. African descent. We never beg to come here. We never beg to come here. And then bring we come here. And now we have to struggle for somewhere to live. And anywhere you go now and say, this will look good, you hear say, a mass, this a mass that own a piece of land there, you can't stay there. And you choke up your thing and you want to try to get some stability in your life. Only if you find say, that piece of land is taken. Sometimes it takes years to know say somebody's land. Because you see the land that they are not use. And you decide say you have to do something. You say government land. Who is the government that owns the land? That is the question. Who is the government that owns the land? When I used to go to school, them say, the people is the government. Lie them and tell. Lie them and tell. The people is not the government. The government is some people who sit down in a parliament and chat off them face and make noise. And when you get right down to it, them turn to the constitution that was given to them by the King of England. That is right there. So we reach a point now where we're in a terrible situation. We nearly cry. Believe you me, I nearly cry because I picture it in my head and then I see some video of it and I say, this couldn't be real, this couldn't happen in Jamaica, Rasta. This couldn't happen in Jamaica. I mean, how will people still not really can't come to grips with it? That really this, what we see, we are not acting thing or, AI control video. And the real thing we are watch. Baby, old people, house bulldozed to the ground. Welcome forward. Yeah, we're
Radio
now.
Irie FM.
One of the biggest atrocities right now that has been done to the Jamaican people. Yes. One of the biggest atrocities that them evict evict some people off our land, mash down them house, mash up the thing them in them house, and put them out a road. I hear the member of parliament that say, we must not say that the government knew about it, the government knew nothing about it. Now will you know, mama, I don't say the government know nothing about it, you know. I don't say that, you know. But you are. Them a friend because them a build up hotel all over Jamaica now and a move the people them. Because the hotel from them Delisa days and Jobson them name the long time one them who own most of Jamaica. Me not say them know about it, you know. But I them friend them. And you can't tell me at one stage or another, them guys they not drink and I laugh, ha 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 ha, round them table and I say, why them people probably run too long, you know, man. You know, long we give them notice and them don't move. We have to do something about it. And they did something about it. May I tell you, what a wicked set of people they friend of them ancestry. Thief it. You know what thief is? You take us something, we are not your own, and go like your own. And these politicians represent the people them, we call themselves the government. They are in league with England to continue and to perpetuate the same wickedness that has been done to the people from the beginning when they take we from Africa and bring across here. And the journey continue where we can't get no rights because the law is the law. Because they might use the law, you know. They don't have no feelings. The law don't have no feelings, you know. The people them who claim say them a work with the law, you know, and these people who claim say them own 1,000 acre land, you know, them don't have no empathy towards what is happening. Now them know say them ready to build them hotel, and more than likely, you know, all next year them time you still not see nothing on the land, you know. More than likely, all next year them time you ever say. Yeah, go to the land where they mash down the people them house. Anybody they pan it, you would have say 2 more people come each and pan it all by Christmas. It's a terrible thing. So where the so-called government are going to do about it? Where the government, who them claim say them are the government, what them going to do about it? Because the people them need help. And them have help, you know. Them have help. They must take the money where they get to Melissa and put there. And all the people from Melissa, they're still supposed to get something and them not get it. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's very really bad. And then lick them at them head with the pan. Some of them get more lick than usual, and you know who get the most lick? We are the government. And them supposed to serve the people them. But them get tied because them still a follow the constitution where England give them Bustamante and Norman Washington Manley get a constitution from England to govern the people them. And these people are known as farmer slaves working on the plantations of Jamaica. Came here not by free will but by force. And we're trying our best to survive and do right. But guess what? Every turn you turn, man, the law the law hold you and grip you and say, by the law, you're supposed to do it this way. And by the law, you're supposed to do it that way. The law is for the lawless. And most of them who's lawless is the same people them who really have the constitution go by your head. And I tell you about man have 1,000 acre land. And him decide now say I'm going to build him hotel now. So them have to mash down the people them place where them work hard. I don't know rich people like them. You know see it? A poor Jamaican people. When you look on the ground in the house where they mash up Rasta, you see all computer age. How are them people are Rasta?
Alright, Muta.
Yeah.
So them people then where them go up on the property as private investor and so them have to move them off. But what happened to the people them where go sick upon government land, crown land, the people them land? Where them never did have no land as you said before, cause you're brought here by force. And
Yes.
them say they free you and you run up in the hills and that is it. How that go?
Well, that's a question for ask them, and we ask them the question.
Cause the same thing, you know, as you say, a backroom master look for run down the maroon them,
Maroon
them and move them out of the property.
But not only that, a whole heap of the land, which is the irony in ironies, the Maroons was given a certain portion of land. And some of that land
Is where the man have to reclaim you now back in the Nara thing. Because them people don't have no legal title then, so to speak, for them land there.
So how that go?
The man them friend go claim it.
How that go? Because Maroon get certain portion of land. And now you come down and say, I your piece of land. Because the government give you the piece of land. You buy the land. Buy what? They don't buy nothing. A generational thing of go on this one. Generational.
Capture land.
Capture land. So, what we must do? What we must do? May I ask the Prime Minister and him friend them, what the people must do when you bulldoze the people them land, bulldoze the people them house, where them spend them hard earned life to give them family and decent living, and in less than a 1 day all of that crumble in front of them. What the people they must do? One day that dog will turn and bite you. Yeah man. All the way up one day the dog will turn and bite you. So you can go and feel say, you know like today for you, tomorrow for me. And they say it there. And they say it there now. We really need to understand, at least them really need to understand what they do. Me never see nothing like that. From me born, me never see nothing like that. I'm older than the Prime Minister. Maybe could have been his father too. Never seen nothing like that in a Jamaica. When I give some speech and really absolve the, should I say, we must not say that the government have, because them never know. The government don't know nothing. She said they never know. So this never happen. You can't believe that. Who believe that put up the man? You can't see nobody have to put up the man. No, but seriously, you are telling me, say, the head of the government never knows that never happened what happened down there when it happened. And we believe that, right? We believe that. Most people don't believe it. But she wants us to believe it. She wants us to believe it. She wants us to believe that we are going, government never know nothing about it. And the whole of them are friend, you know. The whole of them are friend. But it's just a part of the whole moving the people there to build hotel that white people can come to Jamaica, come cock up themselves and have a grand time. And the people them there are serve them. Because that is really where them are push for now. Service. So they might build a service population to serve the tourists that them are deal with. Them no business with you and me right now. They want to say the best way they can make some money. You know, see them Ghana, you know, see them build up highway. Sugar center, man. You feel that the people them why them build up that. Them have a plan. The plan them have. You see, them build up the highway because they have facilitate what going to take place in that part of Jamaica. So if you don't feel that true, them feel sad love, you know, and true, no car mash up and all them there. Them build the highway to maintain your car and make you feel like, say, yeah, you can't take less time now for reach your moral bill. Not no go so. Not no go so. Them build it to facilitate the new St. Thomas that will be taken over by developers from foreign. From foreign. You know, see the Bamale Beach, how much problem it have to go through, you know, because they might build them one build a hotel behind the Bamale Beach, you know. So they might take off everybody off of the beach. Yes. It's behind it, they have a build hotel. How much? Almost 1,000 room hotel around there. So the entire look on Jamaica now is pure hotel you ever see. And you can't go up on the beach. Because if you go up on the beach, you have a trespass. What a terrible thing. What a terrible thing them reach, Jamaica and reach now where them can enjoy them own country. Where you live in now, where your grandmother live in now, where all of your family live in now. Some guy just come and say, hey, but by the way, you want 1,000 acre down so, you know. Some of the same politicians them buy up the land too, you know. Yes, some of the same politicians them buy up the land them. And them buy the land from themselves because them are the government. And sell it back to the so-called foreign developers them. If you have big money, you think them easy. Them a buy land. One big politician buy 1,000 acre over there. And this portion of land is 1,000 acre. How much of them people will build a house down there so can afford to buy 1,000 acre land? Which part of land? Them live for the land. Hey, it's earthful, Rasta. Earth. It's really earth. I want to play some tune. Yeah, we have to play some tune because the more we talk about it, the more I get plates. I'm still over there, that's why I can't nothing. More than that. More the people them call me Rasta because you know we have a player. We have a player a part of the program where they do, where we are talking about land and the acquisition of land and land title. We have a line it up. We have a replay that because that did play already. I mean that did happen already. But if you say that this time, yeah, we should have lick it back, get that twin spin, make it go at the people them and soup at the people them and say, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be because the law, you know, and the law them go by, you know, them not go by, you know, sympathy and art, you know, them not go by them something there. The law not have no art, it's stone. They But a man say that you the heart made of stone. That is the law. And if from the law says so, you can't go around the law. You can't amend the law. But them people are, them still are go to the queen or the king to do, to legitimize themselves. That is what them are doing. Them are legitimize how them go about treating Jamaican people using the same constitution. Hey, did you know, I can tell you something, did you know that out of many one is the American motto? So people frightened now when they hear me say that. Out of many one is the American motto. Yes. You can play it, make you hear it. And who has said it? What people ever know, so why them couldn't get a motto? That is us. Why them couldn't do that? Why when you talk about a certain religion, that is us, or a certain way of life, that is us, people demonize it. Yeah, demonize it. So we have to understand, say a whole heap of people, 700,000 people have no land. And them can say, this is my land, fence it round. And pay them to talk all that. Oh, you have to live on government land, and you have to buy government land. And you have to pay tax from government. Why you have to pay tax for land where you done daily already? I mean, land and land, who did buy it? Who did them guys already beg for it and all them big cane white boy they will come from England and make themselves become rich. Beckford one of the richest man them in Europe. And they make him riches off of the cane plantation them in Jamaica. We look it up. One of the richest man them in Europe. Getting riches from Jamaica by planting cane. So all them land there, all acquire them land there. To get so rich. And you have a little squirrel and a man and go like say, you have some, you know, unlawful thing. Come, black people, them say, man, oh gosh, man. But them doing it for kill themselves. I saw some of them talk, you know. I saw some of them talk. Come, black people, them, don't know what you say. All those rascals, idiots, rascals, damn foolishness. Yeah, I saw them gone. Yeah, I saw them gone. 15 seconds, I saw them gone, man. Yeah. What happened? Oh, I tell you nothing, look up. Alright, we're going to play the tape. Play the tape, Reggie, play the tape. We have two liars today. That's the program we show. Two liars. And the reason is around owning land, which is something we are talking about all the while on this program. Owning land and regularizing all common law titles. All common law titles. We want to lie them speak to it. And I will go butting for nothing. I don't want butting because when they start talking, when you say I come. When they start talking again, you say I come again. And I'm going to ask them now the question, the title is obvious. Owning land and regularizing all common law titles. Good afternoon, Ms. Archer.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Muta. And good afternoon to your listeners.
Clinton Campbell. Alright, now you know. Ms. Archer, now tell us that when you say you person and you come talk, you know.
You have 2 months here from the firm.
Yeah, me know, but as I hear say, some others must go come. Anyway, currently the managing director or partner of Archer Cummins and Company, a law firm that has been in existence since 1996, with offices in Kingston and Jacksal. She has over 39 years of practice of law, where specialties are contracts, corporate, commercial, real estate, and entertainment law. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Economics from Howard University and a Juris Doctor degree from, if you call out this thing, I now get to talk to her, I don't know what I call it, what I'm so trust me. I could mention the breaking Clinton Camp.
You can edit it. You're free.
Clinton Campbell is a highly accomplished attorney of law who was admitted to the Jamaican bar in 2014 and began his legal career with Archer Cummins and Company as an associate attorney at law. Now I decided I'm not going to say nothing, I just want the two of you just deal with this topic here, owning land and regularizing all common law type, which is one of the main things that is in courts today. All law, all time law, land, and how you deal with owning land. So I don't know which one you first want to start, but I'm going to shut my mouth and listen.
All right. So, Newton, let's start by saying that for this process, buying land, owning land, you need a lawyer. Okay? It's the single most expensive thing you'll ever purchase. It's probably always higher than the cost of a vehicle you will buy. And so usually even when you're buying a used car, you have a mechanic go with you to look over the vehicle to make sure it's roadworthy or, worthy of your purchase. You need an attorney to deal with this process, alright? So people try to manage it, but it's very tedious and it involves very many things that we're trained to do. And if you don't have the training, you're going to be doing things for a long time to get the results you want. So that's number one, hire an attorney. Number two, you will also, if you have a common law title, you're walking around with a survey pre-check plan to show that this is the family land your family has owned all these years and you have lived on. That is not a title. It's a pre-check plan of the family land. And that pre-check plan is only valid for 10 years. After that, you must have it redone. So, people continue to do pre-check plans, walk around with it, but you can't use it as security for a loan. It cannot be, it only shows proof that that is the area of your family land. So how do we know go from a common law title, which may be in a old common law that traces the lineage of the title, or from a pre-check plan that a person may have to an actual title. For one, you're probably going to update the pre-check plan. And for two, the attorney, you visit an attorney, and we will prepare what's called the first registration documentation. We obtain statutory declaration from people in the area that can support your ownership. And that is filed as an application to the National Land Agency. So that starts the process. If you want to add?
How long it usually takes to do these things?
The surveying process, it's surveyed and it also is filed at the parish codes or survey department of the National Land Agency, and that process can take 6 to 9 months. The legal side can take 7 6 to 9 months too. So it involves a process. For first registration of family land, we must trace the lineage of the title. So it's literally going to be doing an application that says it was first owned in 1922 by my great-grandfather who was in possession of the land. He died and left it to my father. My father is now in possession in the land. My father's been on that land and that's been undisturbed in his possession of that land.
So alright, look here. It's unusual when you do all what you're supposed to do and you go to the title office.
Yes.
Why them take so long to give people the title? Why the
because
title
there's a checking process that goes on. You know, there's a checking process that must go. They must be able to verify the veracity of these declarations that are prepared, of the application that is prepared. Again, they probably have a whole land valuation that was the basis of it being on the tax roll, and those things are cross-checked. The pre-check plan is cross-checked with what they have at survey department, so there is a process involved.
Okay. Mr. Campbell.
Yes, and it's very important that you have a title muta and that you register your land. And not only register it and keep the title locked up in a drawer somewhere in a room in your house, because you can lose it. There is a principle in law which is known as adverse possession, and it is a principle which exists to ensure that lands aren't there unoccupied and not being used. So if someone occupies your land, regardless of you having a title, and they occupy it with the intention to dispossess you for a period of 12 or more years, you can lose your ownership of that particular land.
And so
What they do to make it
if he's gone on to that issue, that is called possessing land, but through a tax lien. In the U.S., you can buy somebody's tax lien, that is money they owe the government for taxes on their property or the state for property taxes, and then become the owner of the land. In Jamaica, if I pay your property taxes for 12 years and you have not paid it, you can be dispossessed. And so it's not necessarily people going and squatting on their land and taking it. It's not always the case. That does happen too. However, it's also doing what's called adverse possessing you because of your failure to pay your property taxes.
So
the attorney has to exhibit to the titles office to show that I have dispossessed you. So one way of the one issue is having family land that is not registered, and there's the other issue of being in possession of land that is not family land, but have been paying the taxes for the premises over 12 years. And 12 years is the magical number.
When you pay the tax for 12 years, and somebody come and say, where are the family land? And you show them the thing that you was paying in 12 years. That's the end of you and your land.
No.
That's how it works.
Someone being in possession of the land for 12 or more years and exhibiting traits of ownership such as paying the taxes, building something on it, they still have to apply to regularize that title. What the principle of adverse possession makes clear is that it is a defense against anyone who comes to try and take over that land, including the title holder.
So what would you have to show say, even though they must pay the tax, it's your land, what would you have to show?
As the title holder or as the possessor?
No, the person who didn't have the land and somebody come and occupy the land for 12 years and shows that they must pay the tax. What would the person who the first owner, what would they have to have for sure say is for them land?
Okay. Well, if they have a title, that's one. Two, if they have an agreement or some other permissive instrument that says they are the ones who gave permission, because you can't adversely possess a property if you were given permission to occupy that property. So once they decide to, I didn't hear you.
If I own a piece of land and somebody come occupy it for 12 years and pay the tax on it, and I come from foreign and I say, why you want to say, due to circumstances, I never get to come back to Jamaica, and my granny didn't leave the land there for me so much years and I couldn't come feed. Now I come feed, and you are telling me, say, you pay tax on it, so your land. So I say, no, what is it? What you would, can you recommend anything to the person who come from finance in the land and says for their parents' land? Them not have no title fee, all people never used to have no title. What can be done?
Well, you can bring an action. You can, if you can trace the property ownership through the estate of your family member who had left the land. You can, once you have done a probate or letters of administration in that estate, if there was no will, you can then give notice to quit to the occupiers of the land. Now, if they remove from the premises, that would be the end of it. But if they then resist, you would have to take it to court. And if the adverse possessor gets an attorney and they file a defense to say that the ownership of your grandparents or whoever had left the land had extinguished because they were occupying it for 12 or more years with the mental requirement of dispossessing all the world, then you would have a hard time.
You have a hard time.
Very hard.
You do scope.
Which is why I stress that having the title locked up or having the land unoccupied is a very risky move. And Mutabaruka
And left it. And a whole heap of the land them not have no legal way called paperwork. And granny left that piece of land how much years now before you born. And now you come from Florida, you say you go see Glad Jamaica. And you come look on the land and you see people build 2-story house on it with them family and all them someday. And see them pay taxes. You do have no papers for it, but you know say at this land here, I don't know how that can rectify. Mr. Asha.
Yeah.
Alright, I can put a scenario to you. You have in Westmoreland right now, you see, a whole heap of house mash up. The people them house who mash up, it's where I say they capture the land for 20 years them upon the land. Them not have no title feet and all them really. The government come now and say they have to go regularize, I don't know what them call regularize the situation. So now the people them house mash up, the land there, but now the government have come say why they have to start pay tax. How that go? Government.
Capture land and not paying taxes, you have an issue. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah, no, you have an issue, but
I put up a board shed on your land. I'm on the land and I've been paying the taxes. That alone won't get the adverse possession.
who pay the
Also,
taxes?
remember now, Musa, there's another issue we must raise. If the land is owned by the Commissioner of Land, you would have to be in possession of that land for over 60 years to dispossess the Commissioner of Land. Any other government entity would be the usual 12 years, but for the Commissioner of Land, it would be 60 years. So many people are on government land.
Yes, so what if you know?
ability to dispossess it would be 60 years.
I want to tell you some of them depending for more than that because them granny they dead and dead. And them come moving on the same land. So you can dispossess government.
They have done some lawyer, got a pre-check plan done for their area and start the legal process to obtain a registered title. They would be well ahead of the game.
Yeah, but Miss B, look at man, them people there no know nothing about, you know, go to this lie or whatever. Them know say them come see them granny live on the land. And them people live on the land. So now them come and go on the land and hurricane lick down the whole thing. And now the government come and say, we're in a situation and now we're not going to pay tax. I mean them did more than 60 years. Because somebody go and tell us, yeah, so me ban, I mean now left here. And then them
the truth is you can add ownership of a previous family member to your claim of adverse possession. So they can genuinely, but the issue is that they probably had not started the process at all, so they really have no title. So they probably never pay taxes for the
them
they occupied either.
So what we have to those people now?
They have to exert their rights. If it is they're saying that their family lineage has been on that land and has been on it perhaps as it said for even more than the 60 years, then they have to resist anybody who come and try to put them off that land. And
no, the government to put them out. No. Let me speak, Mr. B. Is the government to put them off, you know? So them have to go pay taxes. Is the government to do it, you know?
The government. The courts are there for a reason. You can get an injunction against the government from interfering with your lawful occupation, which if you've been there for the requisite period with the intention to dispossess everyone, including the government, you get an injunction against them and you apply for your
Alright, I hope them are listening. I hope them listening because I know them are listening.
You don't have to hold on to the government and the government come and say there that if you dispute that, you dispute it, and the best way to do that is to get an attorney to exert your right.
Your adverse possession can be against the government too. It doesn't matter the entity, it's just that the number of years will change depending on who is the original owner or so-called owner on paper of the particular piece of land. So you can exert your rights against them. But you have to have everything else information that, as to the lineage and that kind of thing.
Okay. You have to have the same name like the person who did it 6 years ago.
No, not same name. No.
Lineage, a genealogical search can be done.
Yeah, that's what I said. The name. Yeah, the name is part of the lineage.
Yes.
My name Hope, so, my granny did name Hope too. Yeah. Well, we give thanks for the information. There's so much things to say about it, but the time don't allow us to say it. The time don't allow us to say it. If you have anything else to add, just add it now. Or forever hold in peace.
We hold our peace until next time.
We shed some light on an issue that is
Yes.
very like before, many people's mind that, and it's not taking over people's land. You adversely possess because that person has abandoned their land. And if I pay your taxes, it's a tax lien. I now have the right to take over and I fence it, I go on the land, I cut it, I bush it, I farm it, and my possession is open and notorious. Then I have a right to become the legal owner after being a beneficial owner of the premises for those 12 years.
And I said 12 years, yeah?
12 years.
I can't pass the 12 years and I tell the people in Westmoreland. We don't know West Holland the other day and that come up to the people them and show them say I mean or them and put them till they to me.
12 years,
so
yes. That's
the 6 year one nutrition.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for having us on.
Yes, thank you for
all the best
coming.
to your listeners too.
Yes, okay, alright.
Adios.
Yeah, adios. We are for Spanish. Okay. Yeah. Don't forget to the Nabucca area from not keep nothing. Don't forget your birthday.
17th of August, Muta.
When Mr. While from
July.
17th. I'm have to pay by for I have to pay by for come here now with that type of foolishness. Yeah. Nabucca area from not keep nothing. One of those linger. Keep something for yourself. Go read a book about Marcus Garvey. I listen to some music about Marcus Garvey. I hear a version of your teaching still and reason about Marcus Garvey. Anyway, if you can make it down to Spanish Town Road Monday, which is the 17th, Umar Johnson, well-known Africanism, Pan-Africanism veteran, me and do some work in England and all that. Dr. Umar Johnson will be there and he'll be honoring some Garveyites. The ones that most getting honored is Ras Miguel Lan, Cabo Mahatiru, Mutabaruka, Bongo Jerry Small, and Dr. Iru Aishaka Musa. These ones will be there. That is the 17th, which is Monday, right down there in front of the old Queen's Theatre. Yes. Things are going down town there, yes. 17th of August. But meanwhile, I want to tell you about a program we are going tomorrow, which we involve in and this is up on top of the mountainside there. Yes, because if I can find the paper, yes. Mountainside, Reggae Mountain, 14th of August 2026. We're going to have a session, but it's not the usual session. The artists, they will be presenting them philosophy. We have Carbon, we have a TJ Ojeta the Great, and yours truly, and Sky Blue, a sister named Sky Blue. So we'll be there tomorrow, yes. Skyline Drive, everybody knows for that day. Right up on top of Jackson and stuff. So we're looking forward to seeing you, because we're there spinning some music and all sort of things going on there. Okay, so we went go to the music news and come forward. Music news time.
Reverend followed just one day later by his debut headlining performance at Brooklyn's iconic Barclays Center. For Massacre, Forever Rain is a self-declaration of his staying power and the place he has carved out for himself in dancehall. Saying Forever Rain means I am here to stay. Yes, there's no room for everyone. There's enough room for everyone, but my lane is carved out, and we have getting ready to going and soaking up the space. That's what he said. The most important thing is to stay humble and focused, according to Massacre. Across a 17-track, Massacre explores faith, ambition, survival, success, and loyalty, while also pulling back the curtain on the sacrifices and personal experiences behind his journey to the top. Forever Rain opens on a spiritual note with One Sam, featuring Grammy-winning reggae star Damien Junagan Marley, which Massacre first previewed during an Apple Music interview ahead of the album's release. From there, the project unfolds across the different sides of the art history. Spend, that's another single capturing the confidence of an artist enjoying the rewards of years of hard work, while the tracklist also features previously released singles like Boosie and one of dancehall's biggest song of 2026, Slip and Slide. The latter featured on the Genius Hill and Gunny Rhythm and has also surpassed some 10 million views on YouTube in just 3 months.
Officers will be supplied with gloves that deliver powerful electric shocks. You hear that? I'm still glove them too. Yeah, let me say when them hold you, trust me, you see them hold a man until and drop a ground. The gloves are designed to cause pain and impair a person's ability to respond within seconds. Implants which could cost up to $20 million. That is what our cost will be. The device is known as the glove generated low output voltage emitter. That's what it's called. Glove, G-L-O-V-E, means generated low output voltage emitter, and normal patrol gloves until an officer presses a button to activate them. That means say, him can't do shock you with it, you know, and him can't shock you with it. So from him all I go on to for him just press the button on the gloves. Drop a ground, well shot. Well shot, the man they think of everything will cause pain. Yeah, that is what them think of everything will cause pain. And we want to tell you about, we will tell you about that already, Friday, which is tomorrow, at Skyline level, we'll be up here with others, Carbon, Digital, Great, Digitally Great, and Sky Blue. We have a wonderful time because we know say that sister there, Kamala Kitchens, some nice vegan food, no animal products. We love that. You understand? And then Monday, celebrating Marcus Garvey's birthday, right down there in downtown, right down in the town there, Nation Lounge, you call it, honoring Garveyites, and you will have special guest Dr. Umar Johnson, Pan-Africanists go all over the world and invent African-centered things. As I say, we had him do some work in England. Yes, in Wales. And him come here FM already too. Yeah, they come here FM and I said Marcus we have a celebration. We have talk about the Chinese in Jamaica. That was in topic, the Chinese in Jamaica. And then they will be honoring Ras Miguel Lan, you know, Bitter Sugar, that's Ras Miguel Lan program. Cabo Mahateru, you know, running African, big program. Bongo Jerry Small, everybody knows Jerry, yes. And Dr. Eru Aishaka Musa, and that is Monday. So, for those of you interested in those kind of events, you know, find yourself there.
And Mutabaruka for the cutting edge.
Right.
Yeah, and stepping razor.
Every time we go in there, you can't believe that. It's Ras Miguel Lan, Cabo Martelu, Bongo Jerry Small, Mutabaruka, and Dr. Eru Aishaka Musa will be down there on Monday. Marcus Garvey, birthday. Here we go.
This one was really an interesting reasoning